Hello friends, Namaste. Very wonderful that you're joining in again for a session, and hopefully again you can really start to work a bit with me in this session, right? By writing some things down, by really thinking along and doing the exercises along with me, because then you can really start to make some deep, profound changes in your whole emotional system, in your mind. And what we're going to focus on a lot today is the relationship that you can have with life and with others as well. And to have a good relationship, we have to make sure that there is healing within. A lot of us, we can carry a lot of tension in our emotional system, maybe an anger of something about the past, something negative that happened in the past, or somebody that did something to us, or we were hurt by something that happened in our life. And that hurt we can still carry with us, and it will determine how we react to people in certain situations, how much we can trust people, how much we can trust life. And what we're going to do is a session of kind of inner child healing, that source within us. It's like you go back to these moments when that hurt took place, when the damage was done, and it's like you start to bring some healing there, some kindness, some love, so that these tensions that we can have in our whole emotional and mind system, that can in so many ways make our life a bit miserable and the lives of others as well, that we can start to bring healing there and clarity. Because when we bring these tensions out of our system, when we purify basically not just our physical body, our mind, our emotional system, our heart, when that becomes pure, the true light of yourself can start to shine out, the true pure consciousness. And at the source, at the divine core of our being, that pure consciousness is already in peace, has already all the qualities that we sometimes look for in life, in others, of love, of compassion, of kindness, of wisdom. That is our Buddha nature, our true nature. Some people think that the Buddha was just one person, but it is a title. It is a title for the divine consciousness within us. And Christ consciousness, the Christ consciousness within us all. And it's learning to connect with it, to start to purify all these layers that we have accumulated in our lives around the true source of our being, a layer of stress, a tension, an anger, a sadness, a trauma, all these things that we don't feel that core anymore. And we always are reacting in such ways that we react out of fear or out of pain or out of tension, basically. So learning to purify that our true source may start to shine out in all aspects of our lives. And this is the most important thing, to have a good relationship with life, but also with yourself and with your loved ones and with others. Because if you are carrying a lot of tension and negativity in you, it will start to reflect back in all aspects of your life, also very much in your relationships. In a good, healthy relationship, it's not that both partners are standing on one leg, unstable, and they find balance by standing against each other, but it's both of the partners have both their solidity in life. They both feel stable, they both feel the groundedness, they both feel the joy already within themselves. And in life they can share this, they can help each other to make that shine out even more. But it should not be that two people become dependent on each other's happiness, and then if one person does something the other doesn't like, then there is insecurity and fear and pain again, right? Now, just to give one example, and maybe you have seen it in your own life as well, and it's good to stay truthful always, and when questioning your own life and yourself, that sometimes if somebody says something to you or does something to you, you feel such a tension. And maybe even the person didn't mean it. Maybe the person says something about which has nothing to do with the situation in that moment, but that he liked the color of the eyes of another lady or boy, and just noticing that it's a beautiful person, and the other person will feel suddenly so much pain, and will feel like, maybe he or she is deserting me. And maybe something happened in the past where the parents or something, or they were left alone, and they will feel again that pain, and that pain, they want to protect themselves from that pain. So they start to react in very angerful ways, or very ways that will start to bring more tension in the relationship. So this is maybe not the best example, but you can fill in the blanks. That you say something to somebody and that person reacts in such a strong way that you think, why are you reacting in such a way? Or maybe you, like I said, you have that yourself. And these are very important moments that if you start to live more consciously, that you become aware of that, if that happens within yourself, and you feel like, hey, there is a tension here. That person, you can almost feel grateful for what that person said, because he brought something or she brought something up to the surface, which means needs a bit of healing. Good? So friends, what we are going to do, like I mentioned in this session, is write a couple of things down. And if you cannot write down, do it mentally, but make sure that you really follow and not just listening. The first question is, it's a couple of questions to first of all become aware of the true source of our being, that joy, that core of goodness, but also become aware of the parts that need some healing, the pain, the trauma. Okay? So just a couple of questions. The first question is, what was the moment you were feeling most happy in your life? A certain phase of your life, or a certain moment where you felt so much joy in your life and you felt like, wonderful, it's so nice to be alive, so good. So take a little moment to think about that and try to sample that. So if you want, you write it down, or you close your eyes and you think about it. For a little longer, really try to bring back that memory that you felt like, so happy to be alive. Maybe it was years and years ago, maybe you were still a child. All good. How did you feel? Can you feel you already start smiling maybe a little bit? That the heart becomes lighter. It's like you start to open up a little bit, right? Good. So try to sample this. We're going to come back to it in a deeper meditation session later on as well. Second question, think of somebody maybe in your life that is still alive, or maybe that you know through stories, that you feel like, wow, that person, so much kindness, so much compassion, so much love. And that could be somebody that is still alive, or maybe like the Buddha, Gautama, or Jesus, or for some Muhammad, or another wonderful person that lived a long time ago. But for a moment, try to feel that, like you feel that characteristic of that person of love, of pure kindness, pure compassion. For a little moment, try to feel as if that person is really near you. Almost as if he or she is putting his or her hand on you and says, it's all good, it's all good. Like again, the heart starts to smile a bit. Wonderful. Now with this kindness, with this compassion, let's also take a look at some of the moments where you were hurt, like that child within was hurt, and it needs a bit of kindness, compassion, a bit of healing. So go back with your memory to a moment where you feel you were really hurt, that you felt then my heart was hurt so much, I still have a bit of that pain within me. Whether that's you lost a loved one, somebody deserted you, somebody did something bad to you. For a moment, think about that. All right. Like I mentioned, later on in the session, we're going to go deep into a state of meditation and then come back to that. Now, one more question. The thing that you regret most that you did somewhere along the line in life, in your stupidity, in your desperateness, or in your spiritual blindness, something that you really still regret, that you maybe feel ashamed of. For a moment, think about that, but with that non-judgmental kindness and compassion. Good. Now it's good to understand that this life experience we have now, everything we experience, we need to experience. The good and the bad. How we will experience it is a different story, but we have to learn to open up to everything that happened in our past as well. Not with judgment anymore, not with anger, not with frustrations. These are lower vibrations. These are vibrations that will take your life down, that you feel you lose energy to it. But learning to feel almost acceptance to it, like, okay, this happened. It created a lot of pain in my life, but it can make me also a person that is more understanding towards others, more compassionate. I made maybe stupid mistakes, but now I have learned, now I have become a wiser person, and I would not do it anymore. I know now what are the consequences of some actions. So that we understand that every process we go through in life is a part of the process, is a part of this life experience. Okay? And as soon as we can start to look at it in that way and accept ourselves and others and life completely, a whole different layer of reality can open up within us. We break free from the confinements of our mind, which determine what is good and what is not good, what we like, what we don't like. We break free and we bring so much freedom within, like light that can penetrate in all layers of our being. We can bring more acceptance towards our past, heal, and we can lose our anger, our frustration, our judgment, our pain that we sometimes carry with us all days through our life subconsciously, right? So let's put off those bags, right? And let's make our whole being a bit more free and let the divine consciousness, the God consciousness, shine out a bit more. So what we are going to do, we're going to open up the body a little bit for just 3 minutes. Make sure that you really join along, not just watching, but also joining in, because these simple exercises, they will really help us to make a bit of space in the physical system, in the energetic system that we're going to work on. Rotate the hands like this. Take a nice deep breath in. Lean back a little bit. And exhale. Bring the hands down like that. Open up the chest. Right, and like this, breathing in, open up, lengthen, lean back. And exhale, open up the chest, press the hands back. And like this, keep going for another 3 breaths. I fix the microphone. Okay. And after your last deep breath in, lengthen up, feet a bit closer. Come from side to side a couple of times. Make some space. Now these are all exercises that some of you have done already with me many times. But they are also all in the 40 days of transformation course, in which in 40 days, by doing these types of things every day, you really start to make some space within, clear out. Lengthen up, exhale, hands down. Feel the fingers, feel the arms. Rotate the head, both sides a couple of times, just making a bit of space. And feel the neck muscles. Wonderful. With the hands here at shoulder height, we're gonna twist and exhale strongly through the nose as we're gonna twist like this. So keep going like this. It's like you're dancing, right? But making jumps and exhaling strongly. Keep going for another 20 times. This will really stimulate the whole energy system. It will open up the breathing system and clear out the nasal passages that we're gonna use for the calm meditative breathing. 5 more times. And step back. Shake the hands loose. Wonderful. 2 more exercises. Feet nice and wide. Bend the knees, arms up. We're gonna stay like this for about 15 seconds. Keep your breathing nice and calm. Make a little smile. Make strength in the body. And even if you feel a bit of tiredness in the legs, you smile at it and be like, I can handle it. All good. Wonderful. And lastly, we bring the fingers behind us, and then the arm over with the leg straight, and then we bend one knee, bring the head towards the feet, and then we bend another knee, head towards the feet, and doing that for 5 more times. This opens up the inner thighs. And after one last nice deep breath out with the head in the center, slowly coming up, nice and slow, you step back. Feel how you've opened up the body for a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Coming back again to a sitting position. Good. Now what we are going to do is doing a nice stronger breathing exercise. Shit Shakti Prakriya, that one of my wonderful teachers, Dr. Omananda Guruji, told me like this. We breathe in and out. We're going to do this for 2 rounds. And after that, we're going to take a little moment to just sit and to feel our body. To feel that there is life in you, right? You know you have hands, you know you have arms, you know you have fingers, but try to feel really that they are alive. Try to know that they are there, right? Good. And then taking a moment to just sit, then I'm gonna guide us through a little meditation. But first take a little moment with the hands open on the knees to take a couple of calm breaths through the nose, in through the nose, and out through the nose. And with a couple of slow calm, deep breaths. Feel like you can expand not just your physical body, but expand your whole being. And as you exhale, you feel like you can release, really. Open up, expand out even more. Wonderful. We're going to do 30 of these breaths if you're having no serious heart or brain problem. Otherwise, do less or take it more easy or just sit and breathe along nice and calm. But otherwise, with a bit of power. We breathe in, lengthen. We exhale. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In through the nose, out through the nose. And keep going like this. Like a pump. You will start to release, open up, unblock the energy, Shakti. And open up your mind, your consciousness, Chitta, Chit Shakti Prakriya. Opening up like this with power, with force. Keep going for another 15 breaths. If you still feel alright, it's like climbing up a mountain step by step, going higher and higher up. Last 5 breaths. And after your last deep inhalation, hands up. Exhale with the hands open on the knees. Take a little moment. If you want, you stop breathing for some time. And otherwise, just relax your breath. But feel life in your body. Your hands, your arms, your face. Everything is alive. Let life happen. Loosen up. It's all good. Soften the physical body. Soften the face, the hands, the arms. Soften the breath. Soften the heart, the mind. Let life happen. It's all good. Before we do the next and the last round, take a couple of very slow breaths. And this time you become fully aware how the breath flows through the nose cavity, how it enters into your body, how it creates light expansion. And if you breathe out, how you can release along with the breath all layers of your being. Soften and loosen up. Last 2 breaths before we do the last round. This time for 50 breaths, but only if you have no serious heart or brain problems or serious health issues. Otherwise, do a lot less or take it more easy. No pressure, no pressure. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out. Swinging with the arms up and down. Just let that motion happen, the motion of a pump, so that you start to pump the energy through the body. Pump and release and unblock the whole energetic system. 20 more breaths. If you still feel alright, just keep going, no mind, no thinking, just doing. As 10 breaths. Three breaths. And after your last full inhalation, hands up, and then exhale with the hands open on the knees. Feel your body is a vessel full of life. Let everything happen that's happening. All good. All good. Loosen up. Let the breathing technique still do its work in you. Just observe. You don't have to do anything. It's happening for you. All good. Just keep loosening up. Like I said, let the process do its thing. Let it happen. Soften your breath. If you want, place your hands on top of each other at your lap. Like one hand is carrying the other safely. Like little mini relaxed expression on the face, mini smile. And for the next 3 slow breaths, you do it with so much awareness, the awareness can go deeper within. Remember that state of being, of feeling the joy, the gratefulness in life, that you feel it's all okay. Like you feel that presence within yourself of your true nature, your Buddha nature, the Christ within, that you feel that smile of wisdom, the divine smile within, like it's saying, it's all good. It's all okay. It's life unfolding in each and every moment. Let it happen. that state of kindness and compassion. Like we start to bring it and breathe it into our heart, towards the places where there's maybe still a bit of pain, of anger, or frustration, or sadness. Like we smile to that. Like we comfort a little child and we say, it's okay, it's okay. Giving light, good vibes to that inner child within ourselves. There may be healing. Letting go. For a couple more breaths like this, if there is a bit of a regret or a shame or a pain, like we say towards ourselves, it's okay. I'm sorry, I forgive you. Thank you, I love you. All these emotions of compassion, of goodness. It's all accepted, it's all forgiven. I accept you, I love you. Your divine source, God within, Buddha nature is constantly calling it out. I accept you completely, I love you. It's all okay. It's all okay. For a couple of calm breaths. Like you breathe that smile of light towards the belly. You breathe that smile of light towards the heart. Like you smile with the heart, and with the exhalation you expand it out to your whole being. You breathe it into all layers of your being. The mind, the heart, the body. Everywhere. for the last couple of gentle, soft breaths, letting the breath happen. You submerge yourself in that state of goodness, in that state of okayness, like a healing bubble. Like a healing cocoon that you are in. Let everything harmonize and settle. And slowly, with full awareness of your fingers, of your hands, you slowly move a bit the fingers. You become fully aware of how that works. Like, wow, I can move my fingers. I can move my hands, rotate the hands. Move the shoulders, move the head, move the body. And then we rub the hands together. For a moment we place them either in front of the heart or in front of the forehead. And we breathe a couple of calm breaths. Like we fill ourselves with some peace, with love, with wisdom. And like saying a mantra, may all be blessed. And it includes yourself. May all be blessed with this peace, this love, this wisdom. May all be blessed with peace and love and wisdom. For a little moment, placing the palms over the eyes. With the eyes closed, you can still see. And whenever you want, you start massaging a bit the face, the head, and like that going over the whole body to give some kind goodness. Wonderful. These kinds of processes, these kind of techniques, sometimes it might take a little while before you get the hang of it, but for some of you, maybe you really felt that you could start to do some wonderful inner work, to bring some healing, to create a connection with your true self, with your higher self, and to feel that. And hopefully this is something that you can start really implementing every day. Every day, take a little bit of time to start to do some wonderful inner work, to make that garden within blossom and grow and thrive fruitfully. All right. Hopefully you can do like one of the courses, if you have not done so already. Take a look on the website of the Life Awareness Project, Yogalap with lap.com, and there are so many tools that you can start to use. Tools you have to do the work, but I can give you some tools to do the work properly. and to really create an inner transformation. Or join the 40 days of transformation course, and there's many sessions like this, and to start to really shine some beautiful light in all aspects of your life, right? Peace, love, wisdom. Again, thank you for all the nice comments and all the nice words. I always read them after. I very much appreciate it, and also all the likes and the subscription, all these kind of things. I really appreciate what you are doing to make this world basically a bit of a more beautiful place, right? Because the world can start to shine with the light of each individual that has ignited the light within themselves. So hopefully you can be part of that shining earth as well. Peace and love, friends.